but we could.
This is the story of Denzel Branch, a youth pastor of a New Generation church who was murdered by another church member after the young pastor caught him having an affair with his wife. Denzel, the youth pastor, confronted Joshua Andrews, age 30, who was the head pastor's son and also the church's organist, for having an affair with his wife, but things quickly went south from there. The confrontation happened in the church's parking lot after Easter Sunday's service, and Joshua shot Denzel multiple times even as Denzel tried to run away from him.
Hallelujah.
Joshua killed the husband of his new lover Brianna Branch in the parking lot before he could escape. This all stemmed out from a love triangle gone wrong by the church pastor and church members. This story will be taking us to Dallas, Texas. Denzel got married to a young woman named Brianna. They had a wonderful marriage and also had kids. Denzel was said to be a great father to his kids. He was what most people would call a great father and husband.
Yay, duty.
You still a P1.
He was a dedicated family man and earned a reputation for being trustworthy in all aspects of his life. Denzel also decided to do the Lord's work at this church. He started as a dancer and also performed. He was ordained with the presence of his wife right behind him during the service. She was even seen crying at some point during the ceremony.
Minister Denzel.
And just like that, he became a youth pastor and started to minister.
This story right here is a story told about an everlasting love from an everlasting Father. And I'm just excited because I experienced this love like never before.
He was a well-liked person in church. He made friends with some people, including the pastor's son by the name of Joshua Andrews, who was also the church's organist. Unfortunately, not everybody who sees be for you.
Unfortunately, that's you doing great in life. Happy for you.
Right.
Oh
That's
man,
crazy.
that is insane.
That's crazy.
That is insane, man.
That is wild. Where that happened at?
That happened in Dallas.
Oh wow. I'm sorry for that
Yeah.
loss. Like, infidelity always brings pain and trauma. That's one thing I've learned in this
Exactly,
world.
that's true.
Like, if
That's
you want to
right.
step out, just step out. You've been with this person for such and such amount of time. Why is it so hard for y'all to communicate? Why is it so hard for you to tell them whatever? Like, you don't want to be with them, or you've been seeing someone else. Like, I don't understand the callous nature of people just taking another person's life. It's like unthinkable. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much what happened is, the guy she was cheating with is the one that killed the husband.
Right.
Yeah.
For no reason. He was an innocent bystander.
Yeah, he was
he was an innocent person in that whole
exactly.
thing.
He's just a good dude, a great guy trying to do the right thing.
Right. Married her, did their vows, didn't know that this person will ultimately be his demise.
Yeah, they always say that never mess with a man's woman, never mess with a man's money, and never mess with a man's ego.
Right.
And all of them wasn't played in that video.
All of them. All
that
three of
is
them.
insane.
Oh man.
Denzel and Joshua were cordial
Sorry for the loss, man. Sorry, but
and between Denzel and Brianna at one point in time started to experience trouble. Denzel could not understand what was happening in his marriage, so he decided to find out. Denzel would later discover that all the problems he was having was because of the fact that his beloved wife was seeing the pastor's son, Joshua Andrews. That was a shock to him, especially coming from someone who was a member of his church, which he saw like a brother. Denzel called Brianna and tried to talk her out of it, He told her he would amend whatever was making her unhappy, but unfortunately, that did not cut it. Upon all his effort, she ended up divorcing him. Despite his marriage ending due to things related to the church, Denzel did not stop attending the church. His family stood by him. Even though he had been betrayed by two people he really trusted, he did not stop going to the church, he kept attending. On Easter Sunday, March 31, 2024, Denzel attended church as usual, but one thing led to another after church service between him and his once trusted fellow church member, Joshua. Friends said Denzel could not stomach the betrayal by Joshua, so during an argument between them where he was telling him how he caused his wife to divorce him, Denzel punched Joshua while sitting in his car. Joshua then proceeded to reach for his gun and then chased Denzel, who was already running away. He kept firing till he struck him, and even after that he walked to him laying on the floor and emptied his gun in him, killing him there in the middle of the streets before fleeing the scene. 31-year-old Denzel Branch was transported to a local hospital where he was confirmed to have died from his injuries. Wow. Joshua would later turn himself in, and he confessed to the police everything happened because he was seeing his ex-wife and he shot him because Denzel punched him.
Down moments after an Easter Sunday church service in South Dallas. Police say the confrontation started with an argument between two men. As NBC5's Alicia Barrera explains, the suspect and victim had close ties to the church.
Good afternoon. It was Easter Sunday, which meant that a lot of people were home, and most of them witnessing when that man was running down 56th Street moments before being gunned down.
He was running on foot. He was running.
All right, let me be me right now, man. Let me be me right quick. Man, bruh, you die for a bitch, bruh.
He did. He really did die for
Man, you die for a bitch, my boy.
You should have just left it all on the cross that day. It wasn't even the time to confront him. It's the time to be with the Lord. It's Easter Sunday. It's like, are you trying to go viral on something, bro? Like,
oh my God.
He took all that anger and aggression. I wouldn't even have been. He's a better person than me because he continued to go to the church. He continued.
And then that's another thing, Chicken. He shouldn't do that.
He can't turn on his faith, though. I understand he probably just continued to walk in his faith. You know, he probably tried to pray and get through the situation, and he didn't want to, he didn't want to betray what he believed because of somebody, betraying him. So I'm guessing that's why he continued to go to church and continue to be steadfast, and it kind of just turned on him in the worst way because he probably couldn't control his emotions that Sunday. Easter Sunday, I know Easter Sunday get hot and heated.
Oh my God,
the
man.
Spirit go to moving.
Now, pretty much one lost his life and another one in jail. And guess what?
Yeah.
Man, she's still fucking.
Still is,
Hey, she probably have another dude right now already.
Probably so. You never know.
Probably. She got, man. Anyways, let's continue.
Yes, sir.
All evidence now cleared out, but the images still vivid in the minds of neighbors.
Just scared. Like I don't want my kids to be, in the front by themselves playing.
Easter Sunday celebrations along 56th Street.
Me and my family, we was in the house playing games.
Shots were fired.
And then next thing you know, you hear pow, 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 pow.
I seen that the guy was laying. People were yelling.
Police say Joshua Xavier Andrews ran from the scene, but later turned himself in. And
the only thing I know is that he started in the church down the street down there, and we seen him running.
Affidavit. Witnesses told police both men had attended Easter services and got into an argument outside of New Generation Church. Branch allegedly punched Andrews in the face, which led the suspect to pull out. Andrews later telling police the argument stemmed from his now ex-wife. Witnesses claim both men allegedly serving as a youth minister.
Told police he had been involved in an intimate relationship since May 2023 with Denzel's ex-wife, who divorced Denzel around November 2023. After the Easter Day service, Joshua told police he overheard Denzel making comments about how he was going to beat him up. Denzel then punched Joshua in the face, and that's when Joshua reached for his handgun and shot Denzel, according to arrest records. Joshua confessed to police that he followed Denzel and continued to shoot, stopping only when he saw Denzel laying in the middle of the road. The church was shocked to see this incident happened amongst two members and right after service. They released a statement saying, "Our hearts are deeply saddened by the tragic incident that took place down the street from our church after our morning service yesterday. In the days to come, we will trust in God's words, continue to hope and look to God who is the author and finisher of our faith." Denzel's mother, who was also a member of the church, had this to say.
The mother of that youth pastor shot and killed after church service here on Easter Sunday sat down and talked to us not only about how his life ended, but also what's next for her family and the church family. This is youth pastor Denzel Branch being introduced at church this past Good Friday. The 31-year-old served as a minister at New Generation Church in South Dallas. It's also where, just 2 days later, on Easter Sunday, his mother, Shayla Wilcox, learned he was shot and killed.
I remember having the feeling of being so dizzy at first. And then I just screamed out that I trusted God. And that's him.
The grieving mother shared these photos of her son, a father to 5 kids.
Man, wow, man. But I'll give the other guy the benefit of the doubt, though, chicken. It could have been self-defense.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you punch me in my face, I'm not just gonna look at you. You feel me? I'm not just gonna look at you and then just be cool. I understand both sides. But in this situation, is the lady. She's the one that started all this shit.
Right. At some point, they kind of stopped reacting to other people's actions. Like, that was her choice, so he don't need to react to that. Like, he made that reaction. Now he gonna spend possibly the rest of his life locked up because of something you're not thinking. You thinking on spot, like you're thinking with your emotions.
Exactly.
And you know that guy had 5 kids. The guy he killed, and he's not thinking they have to grow up without a father and all types of stuff. It's a broken system. Like,
somebody said, "Do y'all talk to friends?" Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
What y'all got going on? How y'all feel about this situation, man?
Yes, whatever you feel about the situation, and then we're gonna respond as we
get them. Yes, sir.
That is insane, chicken. That is insane.
South Dallas.
Insane, man. That's in Dallas.
Oh my goodness. Right on.
By the way, shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. Twitter always busting. I don't know what's going on Twitter.
We appreciate the love.
We appreciate the love. We appreciate that. But yeah, you can't. I see both sides.
Let me get this straight. On Good Friday, he got his basically saying that he's a pastor, and then 2 days later he gets gunned down in the same church.
Yep. Same church. Yeah.
That's just a lot going on under the church house, for real. Like, a lot of sins, a lot of lying, a lot of stuff that shouldn't be going on, and they in a quote unquote church apparently. But I don't know. Everything has a bigger story to it, that's for sure.
Exactly. And then you see, they used to be cool.
Right. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people, with churches, it's kind of like a family, like that you don't have. You have that church family, of course. So
exactly.
That's just crazy. He just let his emotions get the best of him, and now he gotta sit and deal with them consequences, and that's just life. You do something that you gotta deal with it.
Exactly. Well, that is insane, man. But I'm not gonna lie, all these you see, like, I like those kind of stories because I can relate. Almost can relate to something You know,
Right. I'm pretty sure a
but
lot of our viewers can relate to about 90% of the stuff we go like we talk
exactly,
about on here.
exactly. Even though,
Yeah,
even though
yeah.
they be mad at us talking about, oh, we talk too much. We stop.
Right. We got to
Yeah,
give our opinion. We appreciate that though. But yeah,
that would be stealing.
exactly. Right, right.
Yeah. Next story, we have a lady. She killed a man for the man from the 3,000, the slippy toppy. Right here. So we just said, let's check out the video.
I already told this. Cause I don't want nobody to go through this, losing nobody or somebody taking a life. I never did that. And I never had that.
Memphis woman turned on her television to see the connection.
Memphis police say that over $60. Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson spoke with Hayes' mother today. Daniel joins us live tonight. After the mom brought her daughter, the daughter confessed?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Connection. Give me 1 second.
Okay. It was a little shaky, but then it cleared up. So
Okay, got it. I think it's good.
Well, that's the $1 million question. Police is saying yes, she confessed, and as you said, Daryl and Darcy, police are saying she did this over $60.
Police say this video shows 26-year-old Kenyatta after she promised a sexual act to $50, but then robbed and killed him. But her mother, Shantae Jones, feels otherwise.
I don't think she did this.
No, I don't. I believe she was scared of him.
Jones asked Fox 13 to blur her face out. She may be this marriage. Hayes told police that warrant says Hayes never planned on having any man, but told police she was going to perform the act. Investigators say Hayes shot the man off. Video captured her leaving. Jones says she saw the video on the news, called MPD homicide, telling him with her daughter.
Because I don't condone violence. I don't. If you do something, you pay for it.
Once at MPD, officers say Hayes told them she committed the crime because she was, quote, thirsty for money. When asked what she did with the $60, Hayes told officers she bought her and her boyfriend 2 combo meals and she had $13 left. Though Jones doesn't believe her daughter pulled the trigger, she says still there is a lesson here for young people.
You need to think about your actions. You need to think about what you're doing before you do something. They need to be a leader, not a follower.
And watch who they hang around.
And watch who they hang around with. Yes, sir.
What is your thought on that situation, Chicken?
okay. I really couldn't hear the mom's point on like how she was expressing herself. Not as
I feel like she was just talking.
Yeah, okay. And for $60 and all you bought was 2 combo meals.
That is crazy.
That isn't impressive. It isn't impressive at all for a robber. All right, them $60 would have stretched farther than that.
Yeah, here's my thing, right?
Yeah. I can't hear you, Cammy. Hello, hello,
Obviously,
hello.
that's she probably used to do things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody wouldn't come out of nowhere and then I feel like that's
She's
her
been
job.
doing this basically. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying. She's been doing this type of
Yes.
work. Type
Yes.
of Yeah, it's a lot of I went down a rabbit hole the other day and I found that it's a lot of like women that are out there scamming men like with little
Mm-hmm.
quick get rich quick schemes, like
Scheme. Yeah.
getting on these apps or whatever the case may
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
getting dropped off. Next thing you know, they passed out sleep and they done ran off with their phone, cards, and all
Yes.
types of stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
But
This going on out. Yeah, it's going on right now. It's going on outside right now. But man, $60, you going to jail. You're gonna spend 20 some years, 15, 10 at least for $60 is crazy. Yeah, that's you could have get a
and only
job.
get 2 combo meals. What's the boyfriend doing that you gotta go and rob somebody and kill them? Right, he
Man.
killed him. She killed him too, right?
She killed him.
Okay, right.
Insane. For
Just
$60.
for
You're gonna
sixty
sit in
dollars.
jail.
And that's premeditated because she said that she had no intentions on, you know, performing whatever acts that he was under the impression that she was gonna
Uh-huh.
perform. I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you
that's
pretty much you
premeditated,
tricked them.
right? You
Nah,
tricky, and you don't want to do the trick. Sorry to say it, but
oh
just get
man.
a different job.
Get a
Okay, so
different job.
now,
Like
right,
let people that's doing that type of shit, let them
right.
do what they do.
Exactly. Let these escorts have their business because now that business is getting compromised by these women that's out here really messing it up for them and making it hard to work. I support all the
Exactly.
hustles. Like whatever you do to get your money, that's fine.
Hey,
But
do you. Do
you
what you
gotta
gotta
work.
do.
You're right. But that's crazy.
That is crazy. But anyways, we have the next story, the last one. We have this lady in the on the screen right now. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, she caught having sex with damn, I don't know if I should say it like that on YouTube. With her son's friend, which was 14-year-old. Yeah, the 14-year-old recorded it.
I'm not surprised. It's just
man,
happening more and more
saying, hey
nowadays.
man, I smashed my my friend's mom and
Right, bragging about it. Like
bragging about it. Yeah,
he feels accomplished. That's what she did to him.
so now she's facing 20 years in jail.
Right.
So with that being said, let's check out the video.
The case of 45-year-old Kichi Wizenat, who is from South Carolina. I want to give a shout out to the NC Beat for this particular story. And it appears that what I talked about happened somewhat. She has a younger son who had a friend, and indeed she was in the room, but she said that, well, the young kid was there and he held her down and forced her into doing something. That's what she said. But unfortunately, she never called the police to report that such a thing happened to her. And we can admit that certain things like this happen to people, but allegedly it didn't happen to her. So after this alleged assault happened, she got a call from a young lady by the name of Mykeria Peeler. She didn't answer. She called again. She didn't answer. So she posted the message between her and Kichi Wizenat. Thank you, cuz I love you more. I'm gonna try to make it to church one Sunday. You're welcome. Okay, sound good. So 27, 2023. Okay, looks like Kichi Wizenat was going to church, but maybe she didn't hear the scripture about booty clapping sounds, like thou shalt not fornicate. But anyways, the lady's trying to call her. Then she sends a message, cause that little boy, Tiffany's son, got a video sex with you. He's showing right? Angry music. She gonna say, damn it, if I came in my house, tried to play the game with blank.
I think you're frozen, Cammy. Can you hear me? I think we're having a little technical difficulty. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Cami Low Key TV every Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Keep watching, tune in. We'll be back soon. Shout out to everybody that's watching. We'll be back in a little bit. We're having a little bit of such and such. We got y'all though. We lit. Cami Low Key TV every Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. The hottest topics in town. Oh yeah, shout out to them boys, Cause I Can, the motherfucking mayor, and Mouse. Shout out to y'all. We still lit, waiting on Big Cammy to come back on so we can finish these good stories that we're talking about tonight. Yo, 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 yo.
All right, I'm back. I'm back.
Woo, yeah, that story just getting good now.
I apologize. Yes, I'm back. So let's go
We
back
back,
to the
everybody.
story. Sorry
Right.
about that. So let's go straight back to the story.
He do way too much. Little bad ass effing. I am old enough to be his mama. What the F I look like having?
And I don't know what's going on right now. It's just my internet it's tripping a little bit, but yeah. So what is your thoughts so far, Chicken? Chicken, can you hear me?
Okay, my bad. So I'm reading the receipts, these Facebook messages, and it's not looking too good for her.
Yeah. She act like, oh my God, that's the
What I
badass
look
kid.
like.
Just go to my house and do things to me. And
Right.
meanwhile, that's not what it is at all. She allowed him to do what he did, and then as a badass kid, he recorded it.
Yeah.
It starts showing everybody. When they tell people, they did not believe him.
Exactly.
And now he starts showing them like, yeah.
I wonder how many times they had like relations.
You can tell that was not the first time.
Exactly. So it was probably like, all right, after this first time, since they don't believe me, I'm gonna start
Yeah,
recording.
so let me start recording it.
14, you got a little sense at 14.
You got a son that's 14-year-old. That's your friend's son.
That's just you crossing boundaries.
Yeah, that is insane.
There's no reason why the son friend should even be that close to the mother that they should even have thinking about stuff like that. I'm totally confused. What is this? Let's think about the son. This is who's really going to be affected by this.
Yes.
Like, that's trauma, of course. Again, we're back to that. Like,
It
all
is.
of these people decisions affect someone else in the end, but
True.
no one thinks about that. They
That
only think
is
about getting their
Getting
cheeks
there,
clapped.
get the little nut.
Getting
Hey,
them
by the
cheeks
way,
clapped.
for people that's watching right now, we just speak our mind. You know what I'm saying? So we don't sugarcoat none. Whatever word it is, sometimes YouTube shut us down, but we're gonna speak our mind. But go ahead, chicken.
Oh yeah, I totally feel you on that. We gotta speak our mind. We gotta get this word out. We gotta give our opinions because
Exactly.
there's all different types of ways things can happen, and no answer is stupid. No answer is correct. Everyone has their own choices to make and think about. So hey,
Exactly. But yeah, that's so. With that being said, let's check out some more. I think my
Yeah.
internet is getting better right now.
Okay.
SEX with him, Kiara. I mean, really? I will, but I'm not at home and I won't be till later. Well, you definitely can't spell. So basically, she's gonna continue to blame this person. She gonna say, little badass effort. He been causing problems since he been down there, Kiara. And it don't make no sense. But watch this ish. This little MF going back down the road. Did he shoot that's little brother or somebody did it? Okay, so wait a minute. So this is a little kid who out there, gunshots! He's shooting people in the community, but you got him in your house. So the cousin is putting all this out there. Her own cousin, right? Oh my God, but you was on top. He was on his back. Your cat was bouncing up and down on that child's. You know what? He is 1-4. Okay, so now what is her response to that? Sad music. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't even know the MF took a video. He had me pinned down, so I had no clue the MF was taking a video. I know how old he is, but this little MF will go to jail, or I do, because he practically did this ish. So wait a minute. I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at the delusion. So I don't want y'all thinking that I'm laughing at somebody messing with somebody that's not supposed to be of age. I'm not doing that. I'm laughing at this unaccountability because the lady has clearly said she has seen the video of what she was doing. This woman here, this woman was doing something to that individual who's not of age. Okay. Now she is acting like she didn't see the video and he had her pinned down. How can the person have you pinned down when she saw the video? Can I get a sound effect? Delusional. Okay. Then basically calls back again, KJ, and she gonna say, what's up, bitch? What is going on? Girl, I am sure you've been told I can get in trouble over this BS and lose my child. Her cousin. I know it's a lot, but did you really have SEX with him? It's a video on you on top of him. That's not great, Kichi. I don't care what you say. I know it's not, but I don't need to be going to jail over this issue either. But this little MF started this BS and I don't need that at all. Look at this. Now the cousin's starting to get turned up, right? Oh, you need to go to jail if you had, what type of sounds? What a 1-4-year-old, period. I'm telling you to your face. I'm gonna tell you now, if I ever see you talking to my effing son again, I will beat your effing. Oh, wait a minute. Now you think your cousin might be talking to your son. This is your cousin. Here goes some more messages here. I know you have this. I heard the little MF done cut his ankle monitor off before. Are you going to the police? Yep, soon I get done with what I'm doing. I'm busy at the moment. So basically, she gonna say, I know he wasn't, but that MF did force the itch, but I tell you what, there's.
Wait, let me stop it right here. So when you go to the police, so what they gonna do? Now they're gonna lock you up. They're gonna lock you up.
It depends on what she go in there saying. Maybe
Pretty
she
much
might
lying.
walk in there saying, he been shooting at such and such. Maybe she's just trying to get him put away for some old ass shit. Maybe it ain't even recent. Just to cover up herself. But this better be in a little small town. How they writing each other on Facebook, and this your cousin, and if it's on Facebook already, then
most of these things happen in small town, chicken. Because these things happen in but people know each other, and then yeah, insane.
I promise if I'm going to jail over this little man favor, I will make sure he get his. And the cousin goes, yeah, he wasn't holding you down in the video. And I definitely don't want my child took from me. That's a big no-no. So you trying to avoid the question. I don't know what to say, Kiki. This is bad. Because that ish can happen. I know if his dad's about the little murder, don't care if I go to jail or not, he bad as F. So whenever somebody points to the fact that that nobody was holding her down, she don't never respond to that. Let me just say this. Now the lady, as you can see, is now in jail. If you go and you look at her on the recently booked South Carolina, you will see that she's in jail. Okay. And you can go and look for yourself, but we have to blur certain things out. But I mean, just hella unaccountable. Doesn't want to take any responsibility for anything that she has done. And I really feel for all of the young men out there that this has happened to. Not only the young men, but also the young women, because this happens so much in the Black community. And then, people want to blame somebody else. And I mean, it's obvious that you are the one that did it. And this is a young kid that you say has problems. Well, how does he even in your house? Shouldn't be in your house. Because my mom will be like, look, if that kid is bad, don't have him come nowhere near where we live. Get him out of here. That ain't what you doing. You letting them coming in and what happened now?
Clap them
so
cheeks.
Guys, what do you think it's your boy? Oh, Jay Duke Jack.
You let him come over and clap them cheeks.
Right. And if he's a troubled youth, she should have been doing everything in her power to help him to better his future.
Exactly. You shouldn't be the one, give him cheeks.
Right. That's
you're
not
making
gonna
him worse.
help him.
You're not helping him. You're making him worse than that.
Way worse. Giving him real life problems with a grown woman that he has no idea.
All your trauma, all the shit you've been through, you put it on that little 14-year-old, man.
Right. She could get on a website. She could get on a dating website, find her older guy.
Exactly.
From the mugshot, she is hideous.
Yeah. The mugshot looked crazy. 45-year-old. Wow, man.
Right. 45 years old. She knows fucking better. That's
yeah. 45. Wow, man. That is insane. But anyways, I know I've seen comments where people say, what I'm talking about, clap them cheeks. They don't like when I talk like that. but I gotta be. But anyways, that's it for today. Check in. I appreciate you, cousin.
Hell yeah, shout out them boys.
Even though y'all make it, but we still appreciate y'all.
We appreciate the love.